Hi, my name is Sam Potter, and this is my writing autobiography. I decided to do an all about me book because I think they are always fun to do. I have a typed version of this uploaded as well. I was gonna video like my computer screen, but my computer screen is broken, so I thought I would be creative and make my own all about me book to show how my students could do it as well in the future. So I'm a writer who likes to write about things I already know about. It's kind of hard for me to write when I have to like research something. So I like writing about myself or my family or my beliefs. One of my favorite writing pieces is an autobiography that I had to, well, I didn't have to do, but I chose to do in order to model to my students during my student teaching placement for sixth graders. I made a model autobiography, which is in these pictures here, and that was like really fun. I enjoyed that assignment a lot, and I think that's one of the best writing pieces I've ever done. It ended up being about 20 or so handwritten pages. I couldn't stop writing once I started because I love, as I said, I love writing about myself and my family and the different experiences I've been through. So I'm a writer who doesn't like reading assigned books, articles, or other research in order to write something. I know that reading before writing can oftentimes inspire your writing, but to me it seems more like a chore or like an actual assignment. Whereas like if I'm writing, I don't want to have to read something and interpret it in order to read it. So for my chosen artifact, I have a picture of some of my textbooks for my master's classes because, as you all know, for these classes we have to read the textbooks, pick out some quotes that mean something to us and then write about them in the discussion prompts. And those kind of assignments tend to make me a little uncomfortable. So that's the writing that I don't like. As a student, I feel like my writing has a very strong voice. I try to make any kind of writing that I do, whether it's a formal writing piece or it's, a long text message to someone or an email. I try to make it sound like it's myself talking. I know a lot of times when you write something to someone, what you're trying to say can be miscommunicated. So I try to make what I'm saying come across as strong and how I would say it if I were writing to them in person. So my artifact is this quote: "Writing is the painting of the voice," because I feel like when you're writing, you are painting a picture in words of what your voice is and who you are as a person. So personally, my writing varies on the assignment. So like I said, I like writing about myself. I like writing about things that I know about. And I feel like those writing pieces are a lot stronger than the writing that makes me feel uncomfortable, like inferential writing. In terms of content areas writing about, growing up, I really liked writing social studies papers like DBQs because they had fact right there. They had things that I knew about that I had previously learned in class. So I didn't mind reading about what I had already known about to use in my writing. And like I said, inferential writing is kind of difficult for me. I feel like I have a black and white mindset, so to determine and develop the gray area in my writing is really hard for me. So I have DBQ as my artifact here. As a result, as a writing teacher, I hope to make the students who feel uncomfortable writing about certain topics or writing in a certain way feel more comfortable in my classroom. I have been in their shoes writing about topics that I know I struggle with and worrying how it's going to affect my grade, so I want to make them feel comfortable too. I want to offer different methods for them to write with, such as using like PowerPoint or maybe some kind of YouTube video presentation, something that's going to make them comfortable while they're writing, and then also offer a wide variety of writing assignments. That way I can interest most, if not all, of my students for their writing assignments. As a writer, I would like to know more about creating a stronger, how to like write about inferential and interpretive writing pieces, like how to do that more strongly. No, that doesn't sound grammatically correct. I know like a lot of writers use different colors and such to mean different things and how to use figurative language well, and that's something I feel like I also struggle with, so I'd like to learn more about how to incorporate that into my writing. And so here are some examples of figurative language. And then finally, as a writer, I hope someday to become a strong enough and interesting enough writer so that I can one day publish a children's book. One of my children's book author models is Jamie Lee Curtis, the actress. A lot of people don't know that she writes children's books. I love her books. Here's a book cover of one of her books. And one day I just would love to be able to publish a book like her. That way I can model to my students how I've developed as a writer and share with them my experience. So this is my All About Me as a Writer book, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.